replete with very, very serious and salacious allegations, including allegations that Combs had cameras throughout his home.
It's safe to say not a lot of people know what's going on, and I'll bet he doesn't really know what's going on either.
Get ready for some earth-shaking news on a hip-hop legend, Sean Diddy Combs, otherwise known as P. Diddy and Puff Daddy, who's now commonly referred to as Love. Yep, you heard us right. Sex trafficking, sexual abuse allegations, federal agents invading his residences in Los Angeles and Miami. It's looking more like a Hollywood crime drama than a rapper's life.
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
So, what's going on with Diddy? Just last year, he was standing tall, basking in the limelight of a successful album drop. His album, the Love album, Off the Grid, attracted acclaim. He even opened up about his inner struggles with love and the divine inspiration that reignited his musical journey. Who would have thought things could take such a drastic turn? From what we've gathered, federal agents are on the prowl inside 3 huge properties belonging to Combs. They're searching for any traces of offenses attached to the serious allegations leveled at the hip-hop mogul.
The Department of Homeland Security conducting a raid at a house in Holmby Field Hills, believed to be connected to Sean.
Rejecting any room for denial are the inklings from experts who predict Diddy might be trading his glitz and glam life for a cold jail cell sometime soon. Just to throw in some numbers, they're going through 3 large buildings, room by room, inch by inch, with fancy sensor systems any tech geek would flip for.
Sandra, this is going to turn into a huge scene that is going to be an all-day thing, and it involves, yes, P. Diddy. The home is actually registered to Bad Boy Films.
But hey, that's not all that's brewing in Diddy's pot. Things are darker than they seem. The mention of his name now brings to mind the unsavory company of disgraced stars like R. Kelly and Harvey Weinstein, rather than his beats. Multiple people, including his sons, were briefly put in cuffs during the raid, leading to the arrest of an alleged substance mule in his entourage. Did Combs manage to evade the long arm of the law? It's hard to say as the mystery surrounding his current whereabouts keeps thickening. While Diddy hasn't been arrested or charged with anything yet, this dark cloud seems far from passing. We have received information from a federal agent who reports that they have accumulated enough evidence to put Diddy behind bars for the rest of his days. So you can bet that it's going to get a lot more interesting and heated around here. Ready for the thrill? Buckle up, people, and let's dive deeper as we peel back the layers of this scandal.
I think industry talk, there's a lot of people who have worked for him. There's been stories around, which is, not necessarily
It's no secret that Diddy has been accompanied by violence and criminality throughout his career. For over 30 years, the hip-hop mogul has been embroiled in a series of controversies that have only added fuel to the fire of his already notorious reputation. Let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? From the Keeney tragedy in 1991, where Diddy's co-promoted event ended in chaos and tragedy, to the Jake Robles shooting in 1995, which ignited a violent feud between Diddy and Death Row Records. The list of scandals is as long as it is damning. And who could forget the infamous Club New York shooting in 1999, where Diddy and his protege Shine found themselves in the middle of a violent altercation that left 3 people wounded and Diddy facing weapons charges.
I've seen the media portray me like I'm a gangster, which is just not the case.
But the drama didn't stop there. In 2013, Diddy allegedly got into an altercation with fellow rapper J. Cole at a VMA afterparty, and just a year later, he was accused of punching none other than Drake himself over a beat dispute. And let's not overlook the 2015 incident at UCLA, where Diddy got into a physical altercation with a football coach after an argument involving his son, Justin Combs. The hits just keep on coming, don't they?
Got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information.
And if that wasn't enough, Diddy's personal life has been just as tumultuous as his professional one. In 2019, his ex, Hoin, came forward with allegations of physical abuse, claiming that Diddy had subjected her to years of torment during their relationship.
He was abusive. He was always belittling me and always he was mentally, emotionally, and physically abusing me.
According to Hoin, Diddy would compare her to his former flame, Kessie, and would even go so far as to physically assault her on multiple occasions. It's a shocking revelation that only adds another layer of darkness to an already troubled legacy.
I was naive and young when I met him, so I feel like he tried to take advantage of that and manipulate me. It made me feel low about myself.
But perhaps what's most alarming about Diddy's laundry list of scandals is not just the acts themselves, but the fact that he seems to have always managed to escape serious consequences. Despite numerous run-ins with the law and a seemingly endless stream of controversy, Diddy has somehow always emerged relatively unscathed. But with federal agents now closing in and mounting evidence against him, it seems like his luck may finally be running out. Now, let's delve into the spate of new lawsuits against Diddy that began 6 months ago with the Kessie lawsuit. These lawsuits have brought to light a series of harrowing accusations against the hip-hop mogul, painting a picture of a man deeply entangled in a web of abuse and exploitation.
New lawsuit against Diddy Combs, bringing some serious claims against the music mogul.
The allegations against Diddy began to surface in November 2023 when his former partner Cassandra Kessie Ventura filed a lawsuit against him, accusing him of a decade-long pattern of abuse. According to Ventura's lawsuit, Diddy subjected her to trafficking and physical assault, creating a toxic and manipulative environment that left her traumatized.
We all saw it posted yesterday all over our social media pages. Cassie filed a lawsuit in New York City against Diddy. Yikes. She's claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse.
This lawsuit, filed under the New York Adult Survivors Act, marked the beginning of a cascade of legal actions against Diddy, revealing a pattern of behavior that had long been hidden from public view. Following Ventura's lawsuit, more survivors came forward with their own stories of abuse at the hands of Diddy. Joey Dickerson, Neal for instance, alleged that Diddy intoxicated and sexually assaulted her in 1991 when she was a college student.
Pointing out the fact that she has actual photos in the studio. So placing her there in the studio, one of the photos, she's actually sitting on Diddy's lap.
Her lawsuit, filed in November 2023, detailed a disturbing encounter that had haunted her for decades, shedding light on the predatory behavior that Diddy allegedly engaged in. But perhaps the most shocking revelations came from Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a producer who worked for Diddy between 2022 and 2023. In his lawsuit, filed in February 2024, Jones accused Diddy of subjecting him to unwanted advances and forcing him into relations with sex workers. Jones claimed to have evidence of Diddy's illegal activities, including recordings that implicated the hip-hop mogul in a network of exploitation and abuse. These allegations painted a damning picture of Diddy's inner circle, implicating not only Diddy himself, but also those who enabled his behavior.
And I remember, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but I felt like I was in the presence of his mom.
As the lawsuits piled up, each one echoing the same themes of manipulation, coercion, and exploitation, it became increasingly clear that Diddy's reputation was crumbling before our eyes. The once revered hip-hop icon now found himself at the center of a storm of controversy, with each new accusation chipping away at the facade of success and glamour that had long surrounded him. But despite the mounting evidence against him, Diddy remained defiant, vehemently denying all the allegations and vowing to fight for his innocence. In a statement released in December, he condemned the accusations as sickening and insisted that he had done nothing wrong. His attorneys echoed his sentiments, dismissing the lawsuits as baseless and motivated by greed. Yet, even as Diddy and his legal team sought to downplay the allegations against him, the gravity of the situation was undeniable. With federal agents now combing through his properties and mounting evidence against him, the once untouchable mogul now faced the very real possibility of legal consequences for his actions.
Diddy's public reputation is done.
It's done.
Yeah.
What worsens the situation is the fact that, besides him, there are other names in the suit. Among those implicated is none other than British royalty, Prince Harry. While the lawsuit doesn't directly accuse the prince of any wrongdoing, it alleges that individuals affiliated with Diddy's alleged activities became connected with international dignitaries like Prince Harry. This association adds a layer of intrigue to the scandal, raising questions about the extent of Diddy's connections and the circles in which his alleged misconduct operated. Additionally, prominent figures from the entertainment industry find themselves entangled in a legal web surrounding Diddy. Actress, model Daphne Joy, and rapper Young Miami are among those named as alleged participants in Diddy's activities. Their vehement denials of the accusations add fuel to the fire, sparking debates about the credibility of the claims and the complexities of fame and reputation in the face of scandal. The inclusion of music label Sios, Lucian Grange, and Ethiopia Have to Marry Him further complicates matters, as the lawsuit suggests their involvement in enabling Diddy's alleged behavior, painting a picture of a broader network of complicity within the music industry. But perhaps the most shocking addition to the list of names is actor Cuba Gooding Jr. Accused of sexual assault in an amendment to the lawsuit, Gooding's involvement adds a new dimension to the unfolding drama, implicating yet another high-profile figure in Diddy's orbit.
It wasn't that my behavior was focused towards women. I was carefree in front of groups and crowds of people.
The detailed allegations against Gooding paint a disturbing picture of exploitation and abuse, further underscoring the gravity of the situation facing Diddy and his associates.
A lot of it depends on Diddy's situation, the individual facts.
As the scandal deepens, whispers of Diddy's potential escape strategy echo through the grapevine, but it seems that his hopes of slipping away unscathed might be dashed. An insider, speaking on condition of anonymity, disclosed to a federal agent the staggering volume of evidence amassed against Diddy. There is such a huge amount of evidence against Diddy that he will go to prison for life. The Insider revealed hinting at the impending demise of the hip-hop mogul's freedom. According to The Insider, federal authorities are meticulously analyzing the evidence, leaving no stone unturned in their pursuit of justice. It's a waiting game now, with anticipation building as the clock ticks closer to the inevitable. Work is underway to analyze the evidence, and in a couple of months, a warrant will be issued for Diddy's arrest. The Insider disclosed, shedding light on the meticulous process underway to ensure that Diddy does not slip away from the long arm of the law. As the saga of Diddy's downfall unfolds, the anticipation for justice intensifies with each passing day. Will the mounting evidence finally bring about the reckoning that seems long overdue? Share your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. Do you believe Diddy's web of influence will shield him from the full extent of legal consequences, or is this the beginning of the end for the hip-hop mogul? Join the conversation and stay tuned for more updates on this gripping scandal. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled and your ears open for the latest twists and turns in the world of celebrity gossip